Certainly it was nice to be back in Boston after a long road trip out to the West Coast. We got to play the #1 team in the nation, who just beat UConn, ended their 47-game winning streak, and what a great way to start the season, just in that kind of atmosphere. Learned a lot. We're able to escape with a tough-fought road win at St. Mary's, and then come back to the friendly confines here in Conti Forum. And so I thought our energy tonight was excellent when we came out. I thought we set the tone defensively, and that was exactly what we had challenged our team to do. Ashley Kelsick getting a hand on the first couple balls, first 2 trips down the court made a big difference, and everybody fed off that. We need to be a lot more consistent. We need to take care of the ball better, but I saw so many good things, and hopefully the Eagle fans got a good look at why we're so excited about this team, but also a sense of how far we still have to go to be able to put it all together.
In terms of accountability and the smaller things that you stressed in preseason, just how well do you think they've carried over onto the court so far?
A lot of them well, but we're not there yet. So I'm constantly reminded, I sort of have to step back and have this picture of how far we've come and give them credit for all the huge improvements we've made, but also then how far we still have to go. And I think that's really important for them to be able to remember. So in a game like this, look, we need to give our players credit. They did some really good things. I was proud of them. But it's not good enough to be, if we want to be an NCAA tournament team, if we want to win games at the highest level in the ACC, we can't have the lapses we had today. We can't have the sloppy turnovers that we had today. So how do we keep those good things going more consistently, eradicate some of the smaller mistakes? And that's why we're going back to practice tomorrow, right? Is to keep cleaning those things up. But I thought we've made some strides from game to game to game, and if we can continue that, great. And again, I'm trying to have that picture and then just be able to make those incremental steps.
Talk about the play of your inside game, coach.
Yeah, so the question was about our inside game, and look, Karima Gabriel, obviously, 4 blocks in the first half. So active. She needs to slow down. She got a little excited and threw the ball off the backboard a few times, but had some great energy plays, some really nice finishes. Katie Quant, obviously a great inside presence. Alexa Coulombe, did a great job, especially at St. Mary's with some block shots. And she came in. She's a very good passer from the high post, from the low post. So it's nice to add that part. And again, Steph, you asked about sort of the additions to our team. The inside game is something we really didn't have last year. Katie Zenovich, as great a player as she was for us, was more of an outside player, shooter, screener, cutter. So now we were able to throw the ball inside and have a little bit more inside presence. That and the addition of the point guards, right? So with Ashley Kelsick and Martina Mossetti and Rachel Gartner coming in, we have some people who can put the ball on the floor, can dribble, can pass, can feed our shooters. So again, I think we're a much more balanced team. We just have to be able to put it together a little bit better. Yeah, so I think we saw 10 players. It looks like from my box score, played around 10 minutes or more, and that's a luxury we haven't had in the past. We've had some players play some really heavy minutes, which has worn on us in the season. So again, it's nice to be able to keep them fresh. I'm still working on my own game, and that's what I have to figure out is how do those best rotations work. I felt like I might have oversubbed a little bit in the first half. Maybe we could have kept the pedal on the accelerator or foot on the accelerator a little bit more. I'm trying to rest kids, but then sometimes I had a couple lineups that maybe didn't mesh together too well. This is a great problem to have as a coach, all right? And this is, again, what some of these preseason games are for. So just like they have to tighten up their game, I got to tighten up mine.